welcome to our third lesson. I believe that if you are watching this, you have watched my previous two lessons. The one which I talked about the scales, and the other one which I talked about the chord progression and chord creation. So in this point in time, I think I'll get into, this is your third lesson where we are going to be talking about actually playing a song, your first song. I think the song that we're going to be dealing with is the Anthem. If you know the song, the Anthem, I think it's one of the easiest songs that I'm going to be talking about. So, but before I do that, I just want to give you a bonus video. I just want to talk about the things that you can do, the exercises that you can do for you to be able to, to maintain your finger dexterity. And I'm going to be talking about one of the exercises. One of them is found in the Hanon book, and these exercises actually help a lot. But before we do that, please click the subscribe button and the like button. Subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends and families so that they can also learn and benefit from these tutorials. So let's just get right into it. So one of the exercises that I talk about is actually in the key of C. Remember our key of C scale? So one of the exercises goes like this. So what this exercise actually do is it helps you to master your correct fingering on the notes. So your movement is just like, it minimizes the hand movement and improves on your finger movement and agility and dexterity. So you just go like this. So this is exercise number 1. So you can actually do it both hands. On the left hand, it's so it's 5, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, 5, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1. So both hands, it goes like. Did you notice the hand over thumb movement that I just did here? There it is, hand over thumb goes to F. And this one you can actually, the other exercise is number 2. You can actually do it, it's actually trying to, improving your finger movement. It goes like. So you can actually do it first. It's simply the opposite of what we were doing. Remember the first exercise, we're actually doing it like this. So in this instance now, the left hand is going opposite direction of the right hand. So instead of going, the right hand is going, and the left is still going. So it's. Right, exercise number 3, which is the last exercise for today, is the chromatic scale. So it goes like, so chromatic is you are moving half step. So remember the normal scale we're saying one step, whole step, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, then half step. But the chromatic scale now you are moving half steps, which is do, di, re, mi. So you can actually do it in both hands. So usually chromatic scale uses these three fingers. 1, 2, 3. One finger number 1, 2, and 3 only. So notice my movement. Let's say we are starting from C sharp. So we start with the middle finger, the second finger, the finger number 1, then middle, again like this. So that's our chromatic scale. On the left hand, chromatic scale uses the same fingering. So if we are doing it, when you are doing it with both hands, the middle finger on the left starts, and then on the left you go to the first, which is the thumb, and then on the right hand you go to the second finger. So that's the only opposite when it goes opposite. But in other words, all the movements is the same movement. But only here when there are two notes, when there are two white notes like this, they go opposite. So where the thumb plays, your second finger here plays. So like this. That's your exercise number 3. And then we come to our key now. C. Remember last time we spoke about, please, before we go to learning a song now, the anthem, please just remember to click like and subscribe, share with your friends and family so that they can also benefit from these tutorials. So the song that we are going to play, I remember last time I said we are going to talk about a minor key, adding a minor key in our chord progression. So our minor key is the 6th degree of our scale. The minor key that we are going to be talking about is the 6th degree of our scale. In this case is the A minor. In our key of C is the A minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's the scale that we are going to be working about, to be talking about. That's the scale that we are going to be talking about. So because this minor is mostly used by most musicians, and it uses the same scale, the A minor scale comes from the original A major chord. So a minor scale, how you create a minor scale is, in the minor scale, you notice, for example, that in A we have A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, A flat, and then A. So this scale is made up of 1, 2, flat third, flat 6th, and flat 7th. So it goes like, remember we had 1, 2, we had this, and then if we flatten it comes to C, then 4, 5, we had F sharp, if we flatten it comes to F, then G, and if we flatten this it comes to G, we had this, we flatten it, we get G, and this A. So it's 1 re mi do re mi so okay. So that's the key that we are going to be talking about. So in our major scale, remember I told you that we have, in our major scale, we have a major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished, and major. So today we are going to be singing, going to learn a song, your first song, the Anthem by Todd Dulaney. It says, hallelujah, you have won the victory. So this is actually one of the easiest songs because it goes like, it uses all the major chords in our scale of C. So the song goes like, in the key of C, it goes like, it starts with 6 now. That's why I was saying that we are going to, in this lesson, we are going to be talking about minor chord, which is the 6 that we are going to be talking about. In the next few coming lessons, I'll be talking about all these other minor chords and what are they called and their names. You will get to learn about Dorian, Locrian, and Mixolydian scales, and we'll talk about all that. But for now, I just want you to get the basics so that you can get to play a song. You can get, like I said in the first lesson, that I'm going to be specializing on the practical side, not on the theory side of things. So some of these terms, some of these musical terms, they are not actually necessary to learn, but what I need you to learn is how you can get your hands on that keys and start playing a song. So in the key of C, we are going to be learning the song called Anthem. So it goes like, right, so that's the song that you're going to be learning. So it goes like, hallelujah, you have won the victory. So it goes like, it starts on 6. Hallelujah, you have won the victory. So we go A minor, A minor. Remember I gave you a formula about minor chords, so which is 1 flat 3 5. So that's our A minor from the major scale. If you learned all the scales, at the end of this lesson I'm going to show you just a normal, all the 12 major keys. I'm just going to show you all the 12 major keys, the 1 4 5 in all 12 major keys. So so our A minor starts on A minor, then it goes to G, hallelujah, it goes to F, to C major. Remember my inversion, I took this G, put it down, you have one, it goes then to 2, which is our D minor, victory. It goes back to G, then it goes to 6. Hallelujah, you have won it all for me. So this song, what it's actually doing, it's actually using all our notes in the scale of C. So we're actually using all our notes in the scale of C. We have used this, we have used this, we have used this, we have used this. So we're actually using all our notes in the scale of C. So simple. It goes 6, then go to 5, then go to 1, then go to 2, then go to 1, then go to 5 again, then go to 6, then go to 5, then go to 2 again. It repeats. So now it's going to 1/3. For me, death could not walk. Then it goes to 4, to 6. You are the risen King. But what I'm doing now is I'm adding other notes now. So instead of playing a straight one, I can even play a 7th. Hallelujah, you have the victory. So instead of playing straight chords, I'm actually adding chords. So like for example here, this is still an A minor. This is still an A minor, but with an added 7th. With an added 7th. So it now becomes an A minor 7. So now this is still a G, but I've added a 2nd. So that it becomes G. I don't know if you call this G8 9th or G 2nd or G8 9th. I think it's called G8 9th. So by 8 9th is our scale is 1, 2. So the 9th is the 2nd because our notes ends on 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's how you get all those 9th chords, 7th chords, 13th chord. We'll talk about that in the next coming lessons. So instead of playing that, I go victory. It's just a slide to the next chord. I can play even a note. So notice what I'm doing. It's 1 4 1 4 4 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 6 6 3 6 3 6 3 6 3 4 5 2 5 2 5 2 5 2 4 1 4 1 6 3 6 3 5 2 5 4 1 4 1 6 3 6 3 5 2 5 2. So it actually makes your your song sound more rich. It actually helps in making your song sound more rich. Please remember to subscribe and share. Click the subscribe button below and like and share the link so that others can benefit from these tutorials. Okay, so you now know your first song, which is in the key of C, which is the anthem. So hallelujah, you have won the victory. So you can actually play this, which becomes a D, a G major over a B. In the next coming lessons, I'll also be talking about over and under chords. I mean over chords. You get to learn about. I said we'll talk about the 9th, 11th, 12th, 13th, flat 7th, flat 5, how you create those chords. You'll be able to get the idea and understand how the formula works. It's all about knowing and understanding the formula, what it means, what that chord means. Okay, so this is your first song. So I'm sure in our next lesson, I hope you'll be able to incorporate our 6 minor chord that we have learned today and the 2 minor chord that we have learned today. You now know how it sounds, and you can actually incorporate it in any song. Like for example, you are Alpha and Omega, we worship you, you are worthy to be praised, we give you all. So I'm actually using the same chords that I've been using in hallelujah. So I'm actually using the same chords. So in our next lesson, you'll be able to learn these. And okay, so a bonus lesson that I promised, I'm now going to play all the major keys and progression. Right. So C major. This is C major. F, C sharp major, D major, E flat major, E major, and then F major, F sharp major, G major, A flat major, and then A major, and B flat major, and B major, and then back to C major. So in the next lesson, we are going to be talking about other minor chords, how you get to understand other minor chords and include them, incorporate them in your major scale. Incorporate other minor chords in your chord progression. For example, I can play Alpha and Omega, Thank you for watching, and remember to like and subscribe.